Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great Wednesday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today, so guys, as you can see, we're going to be reviewing the next figure of Wave 5 of the Turtles of Grayskull line, and that of Raphael, the Snake Hunter with a short fuse. We'll take a look at the figure in the packaging only, his beautiful artwork he comes with, all his items and weapons he comes with as well. We'll compare this version of Raphael to his second wave variant to see the differences between the two. And also, I brought out some other figures to look at, all right, to compare with Raphael, all right, on today's review. Of course, if you are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope you'll hit that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. Hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos, and please share this video who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's take a look at Raphael. All right, and here he is right here. Of course, part of that new Snakeman crossover theme here. Of course, the packaging is slightly different that we've seen with the Turtles of Grayskull line. All right, of course, you have now these beautiful, very cool snake like heads coming from around the snake of the Turtles of Grayskull line, giving me that Origins Viper feel with these gorgeous snakes right here with the venom or ooze that's dripping on the Turtles of Grayskull line. This beautiful Cobra look right here. Raphael, of course, they're variants of those purple rocks blasting around. The logo here, Raphael, the Snake Hunter with the short fuse. And of course, once I do get my second variant, or second version of this Raphael, I will definitely will unbox with you guys on the channel. Hopefully very soon. Hopefully the TRG Toys will get this line very soon. And hopefully I'll be able to unbox him. So hopefully within a week or so. But there's old Raph. There he is in the packaging. Looks really cool. Of course, he's got this big giant, looks like snake, like cobra claw right here. You can see the eyes right there, the big fangs right there, and looks like the mouth. It looks like it's articulated. All right. Of course, you get the Masters of the Universe logo, the Turtles. I keep saying Turtles of Grayskull, the Turtles logo, and the Masters of the Universe logo. Of course, they brought back that really cool bubble, that snakeskin bubble that we saw with the original Snakeman line from Origins. Very cool size, much improved size in my opinion. If you remember, the Wave 2 variant of Raphael had that giant big sigh that was included with him. All right, looks good. Looks like Raphael. All right. Of course, some amazing, gorgeous artwork here. You got Baxter Stockman's clan right here, so maybe that's a little hint. Maybe at some point, maybe we'll get a Baxter Stockman figure in the Turtles of Grayskull line. Raphael taking on normal variant of Ninjor. Now remember, the next wave, Wave 6, he's that dragon, which I'm very interested in getting and taking a look at. I think he's gonna be the coolest, So I cannot wait to do a review of that Ninjor, that dragon variant of Ninjor. So right now what we have here is just the normal version. So I guess he failed of capturing the turtles, and I'm sure, Skeletor and Shredder, doused him with ooze to transform him to the dragon variant. Of course, you have the Reptile Wars right there. Of course, the cross-sell of the other figures. And we did review Rattler. I should have Mechanic soon, within a couple days. And Donnie, I'm still on the hunt for Donnie. Hopefully I'll have Donnie very soon to review with you guys. But very cool. All right. All right, let's turn him back around. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see him like taking on a Foot Clan member here. All right. So very cool, very cool. Let's turn him back around. All right, of course, I did bring out my Wave 2 variant of Raphael. Now, this Raphael, let me try to back up the camera just a little bit here. Sorry about that. So, this Raphael, it has more of that Ram Man-esque feel in the armor and look. And if you remember, in that version of Ram Man, right here, let me get my turntable. Let me get my turntable, everybody. Hang on. All right, I think that's a little better. So, as you remember, this version of Raphael had more of that Ram Man-esque feel and look to the armor. And he also had these big, giant sai. Well, at least one sai. Now, I have him with the second sai here. Now, this second sai here was part of the Tila variant of the Turtles of Grayskull line. Let's take a look at once you can remove the helmet, and you can see a different face sculpt, which is nice. Raphael is known for that big full-on, mask or, or sash around the top of the head. So I like the fact that they're bringing that back with Raphael. Like I said, I'm very improved with the size. I do like these size here, and you can see with these size here, it looks like they can be hooked on to maybe the back of the shell here with Raphael. Of course, once we unbox it, we'll find out. But a very different take on Raphael. Looks good. The face looks good. Now this R, symbol here of Raphael and this Grace of this new Snake Man line kind of gave me that vibe of the Raphael. No, I'm sorry, not the Raphael. The Leonardo figure from Wave 1 with that giant L on his chest. So if you can see that, so when I saw that R, I'm getting that same type of vibes in a way of of Leo, and I'm kind of curious, and maybe at some point we might get Mikey. I guess Mikey had that M on his chest plate when he did his variant, that battle armored variant of Mikey. So I guess all we need to do is now wait for Donnie in a way to come up with some sort of D symbol on one of his armors. So very cool, very cool. Now, as I was looking at, and also back to really fast about Raphael here, is that his second wave variant, this variant here, also came with a giant mech weaponry like this version. You remember he had that big giant claw here? This was his second weapon, this, I guess, his second sai that you could put in the hand, and it looks like they're trying to mimicking that in a way as well with this version. Now, when I look at this claw, it looks cool. It looks amazing. It looks cool. It looks like it's articulated. But when I look at this, I feel like I'm getting more of that Clamchamp vibe. I don't know. I feel like this weapon, as cool as it is, I feel like this should be more appropriate with someone like Clamchamp. And I don't know. I can't remember at the top of my head, what Clamchamp. He's coming in part of Wave 6, part of the that wave. I can't remember exactly the armor or the weapons that come with Clamchamp, but when I see this type of claw effect here, which is beautifully detailed, I love it. I can see the snake, I can see the snake skin, scales, and it looks like it's fully articulated. But I feel like this weapon here, I get more of something like that Clamchamp should use, and for the most part, with this. With this, which is cool and all that, I did not prefer this with Raphael. That's why I stuck him with the giant size, because when I think of Raphael and the Turtles line, that's what I think of, with him. And I love these size. I love them much more smaller, more they fit. It looks like the appropriate size of the size here with the Raphael, fully articulated. Let's get back to the fully we could pop like all Origins figures. You can pop the head off, you can pop the arms off, you can pop from the waist, you can pop the hands off. Basically, what your basic Origins base figure, which is amazing. Now, okay, about the armor with Raphael, this version armor here. Let's get this version. When I was looking at this armor, I was trying to think, I don't get the Snake Man vibe here. What is I was struggling for a second, and then I got it. And I'm sure a lot of you already have, already figured it out. It takes me a second sometimes. And so what we have here is a Raphael that is mimicking the snake armored He-Man variant in a way. And I have him right here. This is the diabolical snake invasion version of snake armored He-Man. So that's what we have here, which is amazing. I love it. I love that it kind of it's in his own way. Of course, He-Man's armor goes through the entire up to it all the way through his belly button and stuff like that. So his entire midsection is covered. Where Raphael, you can see there's some right there. It's open right here. And I guess the claw right here, the claw here, I guess is supposed to mimicking the snake armored He-Man claw in a way variant. So I like that. I like the fact that they're doing that. You can see the same style in a way of the R right there with the crest right there around the R. It's kind of similar to He-Man's logo here in a way with that, with his I guess H armor here. So very cool. You can see, you got the You got the shoulder pads similar to this version of He-Man here. I got the same leg, fully armored leg here. His right leg, like He-Man's. So I like that. Like I said, I like that. It took me a second. I'm trying to figure out, like what's Raphael's, look for the snake bin line here. And it took me a second here. And I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, now I get it. Okay, sometimes it takes me a second. And I'm like, okay, I get it. So he's mimicking the snake armored He-Man look to him with Raphael. And it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. A much improved version of Raphael. I do like the Wave 2 variant of Raphael. It's nice for what it was, for the kind of that Ram Man feel. I love the kind of helmet that kind of ties it in, you know. But I do like this more. I don't know. Something about this armor I like. And, like I said, it's the same exact figure. Everything else from the body, it's just a different face sculpt. This version has that more of that glint, the teeth showing, a little more like, not frustrated, but like a short fuse, basically. And I like that. Like I said, I do like also that big on, full on sash or do-rag over Raphael, what he's known for. And later of his, of Raphael in the Turtles line from movies and stuff like that. So I like that. I really wish also that, they could have made Raphael more jacked because out of all the Turtles, if you remember, he was more, jacked up than his brothers, and I really wish they could find a way to do that with him. But of course, this is Origins, so every figure of it's the similar same body type and stuff like that for the male versions of Origins, but regardless, it's still amazing. So let me know in the comments below your thoughts and feelings of this version of Raphael. Are you going to pick this up for your collection? Now here's the question: is it worth it? Is it worth getting this Raphael? I mean, you have one already in the line here. Yeah, I guess it all depends, of course. The biggest thing, at least to me, is that, are you a full completionist? Are you trying to complete this line? And absolutely, yes. I mean, that's 100%. But is it worth it, if you're not a completionist and you already have a Raphael in your collection you're done with? I say yes, I think so. Because, like I said, you get the more improved size with this version. I love this version of the claw because it looks like it's articulated. With this claw right here, or this giant sai, you couldn't do much. I mean, you could just fit in the hand, and that was it, which is cool for what it was. But I don't know. It was, it's very flexible. But to me, I prefer these size, that big giant size. And even though I like these better, this right here I do like. That's why I have them like that in hand. Because when I think of Raphael, I think of him using the size as his primary weapon. And this giant thing here, I mean, what's cool what it was, it has the fist right there. It was okay, but to me, I love the armor with this version of snake armored Raphael. I love the claw. It looks like it's fully articulated. I love the size, which I feel like when we get him unboxed. Look at this packaging, by the way. Look how pristine this packaging. I mean, for me, being an inbox collector and a loose collector, I mean, I could not ask for a better packaging than this. It's fully, it's unpunched. So hopefully, when I get my second version of this Raphael, hopefully, it might be similar. So it's very hard to unbox these when you have this almost pristine, corners are just about perfect. I mean, so hopefully, once we get that second version of Raphael, we can unbox, because I'm very curious about these sides here. You can see they kind of hook on to the back. I don't see hooks. I think there's that strap right there. I think I see them. I think there is. Let me turn the light off. Maybe that'll help. Hang on. Okay, I guess right there. If you can't see it, there's these hooks right here in the back of the shell. And also about the shell. Now, if you remember in the first wave of Turtles that came out, the shell was like a shield with the Turtles. I'm kind of curious if they're doing that same thing again with this variant of Turtles here, allowing you to remove the shell as a shield, which is kind of weird, having the Turtles remove their own, when they die, kind of. So I hope that's not the case. I hope they change that and put the turtle shell on the figures and not allowed to remove the shell from the Turtles now. But let me know in the comments below your thoughts and feelings of this Raphael. So basically, yes, I say it's worth getting if you are a big Turtles collector, of course. If you're a big completionist of this line of Origins figures, yes, I think so. I think there's enough here it's passable. I love the fact he's mimicking that snake armored He-Man variant. I love the oversized giant do-rag that Raphael has been known for. The claw is very cool for what it is. But for me personally, I'm gonna probably like do with my original Wave 2 variants of Raphael and have him holding both sides in his hand. Maybe I'll put this claw, maybe with Clam Champ, maybe this claw right here, this claw snake, with him, or maybe this version of Raphael. Who knows? But until we get him unboxed, we'll take a much look, because I could change my mind and say this is the coolest thing ever, and we should have him wearing this claw shield or claw weapon here. But there you go, everybody. There's a look of the latest member of the Turtles of Grayskull Wave 5 line, of course, Raphael. All right. Let me know in the comments below, once again, your thoughts and feelings of this figure. Are you going to pick him up or not? Are you just, or let me know. Let me know. So I can't wait to hear your comments about this. All right. Of course, don't forget, I'd like to take time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. All right. This has been a lot of fun. Checking out this new member. And I also, one thing, being I love Turtles. I don't know. I really hope if this line continues, which I don't know if it is. I've heard rumors, I've said it before, that once the Thundercats line hits, that pretty much the Turtles line will be done. I don't know if that's true or not. I hope that's not the case, but we'll see. But the thing is that, in this universe, like He-Man, there's so many different mutated figures that we can get from this line. Now, I love the Turtles, but I'm not familiar with all the mutated, if you've been a major collector of the Turtles line since day one, when they've come out, I know there's been a variety of different types of mutants. Baxter Stockman comes to mind, the Rat King, another one. I really, it's two if I could think off the top of my head, I'm kind of curious if they'll do a single carded Rocksteady or Bebop figure sometime in this line and so forth. Anybody else, I do hope they will focus on that and not put the Turtles out like every other wave. Like I said, this is a big, it has so much variety of figures of this universe. And I really hope that Mattel will give us that in the collector, in the world of the Turtles of Grayskull. So I'm hoping, I love the Turtles, but I mean, think about it. We already have, we're going to get 3 Leos now. We have 2 Raphaels, we're going to get 2 Mikeys, 2 Donnies, and who knows what else. Probably another April O'Neil, probably another Casey Jones. So I really hope that at some point Mattel, if they continue this line here, I hope that they branch out and give us a variety of different mutated figures on the in this universe, along with He-Man as well. So hopefully that's the case. If not, of course we'll review these amazing figures on the channel, and have some fun. All right, of course. All right, so I'm going to tell you that. So, all right, so thank you for joining me for that. All right, of course, don't forget to hit the notification bell when you upload new videos. Now, tomorrow, I don't think Mechaneck will be here. I think he might be here Thursday or Friday. So, Friday, at least Friday for Mechaneck. So tomorrow, if you remember, we were kind of like going back and looking at some Masterverse figures that it's been a minute since we looked at, and I think tomorrow we'll revisit Hero from the Masterverse line. And I figured that I really hope that at some point we'll get an Origins for us collectors, because I think that'd be absolutely amazing. In fact, every figure from Masterverse that, like Andrea, anybody from New Adventures of He-Man, I do hope at some point, as this line continues, Origins line continues, that we will get the New Adventures of He-Man Origins-based figures, in the collection at some point. Maybe after the Princess Power line, once that's done and complete, because this line can go on forever if you think about it. If all the years of He-Man has been on, for the 2000X to the Revelation to the Revolution, to the CTI line as well, or even the movie variants of the Origins. I feel like that's at some point we'll get those figures as well. So hopefully, we'll review a Hero on that on tomorrow's video here, guys. So I hope everybody has a great Wednesday, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Take care, everybody, and have a good one.